Inspired by an incredible performance from new signing Piyush Chawla, Somerset had their best day of the LV County Championship season as they took complete control of their latest match with Middlesex at Lords, with a 3-day finish and 23 crucial points in their battle to stave off relegation, surely not far away for Somerset. Chawla had already put on a vital 107-run partnership with Alex Barrow for the 8th wicket on the first day, and resuming his innings on 58 out of his side's 332 for 8, Chawla was at it again on the second morning in the company of Alfonso Thomas, as Somerset continued to recover remarkably from their hitherto difficult position of 211 for 7. Chawla mixed a solid defence with many a flourish, such as this 6 off Ravi Patel over the short mound stand boundary. He repeated the dose soon afterwards to bring up his superb century, which had included 10 fours and 4 sixes from the 139 balls he'd faced. He is no mug with the bat, especially not for a man coming in at number 9, and this was the 4th time in his career that he'd reached 3 figures. He turned this match on its head, putting on another 99 runs with Thomas, which by now had turned 211 for 7 into 417 for 8. The 9th wicket finally fell after lunch with Chawla on 112, as this time he failed to clear the boundary off Patel and was held in the deep by Ollie Rayner. But what an innings it was at the home of cricket. Even with him gone, a damaged home attack couldn't end the innings. Jamie Overton planted Rayner over the ropes, while Thomas took his own innings beyond 2.5 hours as he approached his first 50 of the season. That arrived off his 144th delivery. It was a big innings for Thomas, as it was one which finally deflated Middlesex after Chawla and Barrow had started to stick pins into them on the previous day. He and Overton now ensured that the last 3 wickets had added 238 runs, as Somerset now had 449 runs on the board. Overton had made 18 when Middlesex's punishment was ended by Patel, who trapped the New England man in front, but the day was about to get even better for the visitors. Back from his stint with Australia, Chris Rogers followed a ball from Overton and edged to Nick Compton in the 4th over of the reply. In the 9th, Joe Denley turned a ball from Lewis Gregory to Craig Macheda. Sam Robson then edged an attempted cut off Macheda to Craig Kieswetter. Next ball, Neil Dexter was bowled for a golden duck off the inside edge. John Simpson nicked Gregory to Compton, who held on well for the second time. David Milan gave Macheda his 3rd success with a regulation edge through to the keeper. And Gareth Berg was given out LBW to Thomas, as Middlesex slipped to 55 for 7 in only 19 overs of their reply. All this as well with no Steve Kirby nor Peter Trigo, Somerset's 2 opening bowlers in their side. The terrible slide was arrested by Rayner, who made 34 not out, including a 6 off Thomas over the short boundary. Rayner took the total to 3 figures at least, with James Harris, who then gave Chawla the first of his 3 wickets with an LBW. The Indian then produced a good one to bowl Tim Murtagh in the leg his next over, and it was figures of 3 for 8 for Chawla, as 2 balls later he had Patel taken behind. Middlesex were all out in 38 overs for just 106, and so followed on a massive 343 runs behind, and their awful day nearly continued as Robson was nearly run out. Actually, it did continue. Rogers must have wondered what he'd returned to, as he fell for the 2nd time in an afternoon as Gregory trapped him in front, although there were suggestions that the Australian had hit the ball. Macheda, another to have an unforgettable day, then had Denley taken at slip by Marcus Trescothick, as Middlesex slumped again to 19 for 2, 2nd time out. It was a quite extraordinary day, and one which has surely put paid to the home side's title aspirations. At least Robson and Milan were able to see out the final half an hour by adding 33 runs, but it would appear that the damage has long been done. They now need to put in the performance of their lives just to save this game. If they don't, Somerset will have a win they so desperately need, one which will give them a huge boost going into their last 3 matches of the season. Middlesex will go again on day 3 on 52 for 2, which leaves them still 291 runs away from avoiding an innings defeat.